Okay, my name's Karen Lee Hall, and I'm head of Heroic Interactive, which is a sister company to another company I'm partners in called Heroic Film Company, and that is a television company that makes original IP for kids shows. And Heroic Interactive started because we wanted to reach our audiences on other platforms. So currently Heroic Interactive makes games for kids, flash-based games that are branded like our shows, and relate to our shows with characters from the shows and stuff. It's an interesting question because I think you're asking me whether we develop our projects cross-platform from the beginning. And I think we're going to grow into that. At the moment, however, we recognize that the big driving force financially is television. So television is the core business between the two companies, in the sense that the TV shows get developed with a broadcaster, and when they get greenlit, then the development occurs in earnest on the interactive side. So we'll do some light development in terms of identifying some ideas that we would pursue. We work with our broadcasters on those light ideas, but basically we engage in real development once the TV show's greenlit. So we've done two now. One's online, and the other one we're still in development on going to an alpha stage at this point. And then hopefully, because development on TV is a very long timeline, and we're just in production on things that have been in development for many, many years. So, as I say, going forward, we anticipate the new ideas will be collaboratively developed for multiple platforms from the beginning. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, iPhone is a great platform. With a kid audience, you're probably thinking more like an iPod Touch, because our audiences are sort of 8 to 12-year-olds. And then other platforms that we could play in are DS, haven't yet, but it's on the horizon. And yeah, certainly social games. We're pretty happy. We started in the web space because it was the first port of call. We figured for kids, after a TV show, they'd go to the web. It was also a great place for us to enter the space of games. Lower barrier of entry rather than, AAA or console, or obviously, right? But I have to say it's quite interesting. The internet is really growing for its distribution abilities. The fact that social networks have exploded to the degree that they have, and the fact that broadband is increasing the way it is, and so you find the internet everywhere. Everyone it's a daily experience. I think for us, beyond internet, the phone is our next frontier. Following along as the sort of other side of the equation on the TV side, a lot of what we will do is driven by the TV side in terms of where, and certainly my partners develop shows for many ages. We just happen to be in the tween space right now because there was a market for it. Frankly, Heroic Interactive is also going to grow its own mission beyond simply exclusively working for Heroic Film Company, in that we look forward to developing stuff that's possibly not even related to the TV side as we go. So as we develop engines, we would like to, use those engines for more original online IP, and in which case, yeah, we'll definitely grow our audience beyond that age group. The secret about growing your audience is to develop their loyalty to you directly, and that's sort of our next plan, is a Heroic branded space where people can go and find our stuff, and then at that point, I suspect we'll have the opportunity to relate to our audience and thereby grow with them. Challenges, I think one of the great challenges that any company has is to be able to maintain flexibility with the changing technology. So that's a challenge for everybody. Not to get stuck in a set way of doing things that becomes obsolete. And I think it's an interesting thing dealing with the younger generation as your audience, because they're the most adept at the newest technology. So it's a very interesting thing. in terms of going forward, we're keen to explore the social game space, and we're also keen to explore, actually, interestingly enough, sort of also return to some degree to our roots and explore online video as a game format.
That's interesting.
Yeah, don't ask me any more about it because I couldn't say any more than that. But it's an area that we're interested in looking at because more, people are so attracted to video. It seems like a good idea, and the idea of being able to create a game that's within a video is intriguing.